Well, good afternoon, YouTubers. This is Bear at Bear's Rod Shop, and excuse me, I got an itch. But anyhow, the quarantine quickie number 4 for today, and we had not got out here in the shop. Felt a little rough around the ears and the collar the last couple of days, but got some things done over the weekend. And set off, so we stay active and stuff, to my machinist, Bell's Machine in Alito, Texas. Wonderful kiddo that I grew up with. He's not only an engineer, but a machinist, and now retired. Had worked on some of these CJ5 axles, where the bearings and the spindles come together. They were way out of tolerance. So I thought I'd share that today because we're still staying as active as we can without getting out around the public. So hopefully we're hearing that this quarantine is going to be shutting off pretty soon. We can all get back to a little bit normal living. But today I thought I would do some things different. It's going to be kind of a mixed bag. We're working on a zero-turn John Deere that I picked up from a good friend of mine. I want to do a little upholstery on his John Deere dump. I don't know if you call it golf cart or dump wagon, but anyhow, he needs a new seat, and so he gave up on the zero-turn. So let me see if I cannot move up here a little closer. And we'll start off with what I found today. This being the carb. Yes, it seemed to be fairly clean until we pulled out this tiny, if you can zoom down, jet. It was stopped completely up. It would run for about a minute, 2 minutes. Time I got through drilling with my little small index drills out and then cleaning it in acid, very small amount, this was the culprit, we think. He thought it was a solenoid. The solenoid would be screwed in here through the bowl in the bottom. The solenoid checked out. That being said, well, that's one of the projects for today. The other one is I want to show you what is going back into the CJ5. You guys that are following me on the Jeep, you're wondering why am I doing all these quickies and I'm not on CJ5? Well, we got numerous projects going. We worked Saturday and Monday on the Corvette. We'll be working on it tomorrow. All this month we're going to be on the Corvette so I can free up the shop. So anyhow, here is Steve's Bell's machine. We had to turn this down over 12 thousandths, and then he put the hardening shield on here. So now when we go into this new, he had I should have just bought him new bronze bushings. Heck no, not that I was a cheapskate. I didn't realize that they still had these out there. Then they could turn down new ones. But he turned this down over 14 thousandths and turned this one down and made this shim. Now we're at 6 thousandths, so we're in play. This is on CJ5. These are spicers. And again, on the other hub, I won't try to show you all his markings. I use yellow for the left side and I use green for the right side. Every time I identify a part, it's either green or on the right and yellow on the other. And he was kind enough, because he had to take my zip ties off and put the yellow paint on it. All right, now we have these ready to go back in. Nice job, super nice. I want him to let me video some of his work, but he's kind of shy. Very knowledgeable, but very shy. But anyhow, 6 thousandths. You can probably hear that. 6 thousandths. All micrometers proved it, 6,000. So, and then here would be the right axle, which is on a CJ5, the shortest one. And these were so wore out, he had to cut down the hardened steel of this part that was tempered, and then build me a sleeve, because it rides the right in about here is where the little small seal runs, and it was so rough. I couldn't do it on my little 9-inch lathe. I tried and tried, but anyhow, then he shrunk, heated this. This is as hard as the facing here. Now he had pink marked on his material. He tried to explain to me that it was as hard as the 50 Rockwell hardness of here. I'm not going to doubt him a bit. He's way beyond me. So here's the right hand side and the left. Same condition. It was so rough setting. You can see the pitting. This poor Jeep set with a lot of moisture, and you know, this is non-material because it's down the axle tube, but Rockwell hardness, of course, on the rest of the axle is about 38. That gives you the twist, and then this is up at 50. So now I've got a good seal bearing, because this is one that goes into the differential. And this is the old carburetor I just pulled off of the John Deere that I showed you earlier. And I'm going to completely go through. I'm fixing to pull off the float. I have a feeling that this float is no good. I'm going to put in some gas, see if she even floats. But according to my buddy that gave me this was a new carburetor a year ago. The varnished gasoline really eats them up. So that being said, Quarantine Quickie number 4 is about continuing to stay busy. Love the YouTube deal about President Trump getting on there and eating up the media for all their slander, etc. You know, Perosi and them calling him a racist and all that. I'm not political, but I tell you what, I support. Well, let's use this side of the thought. I support the president 100%. You know, we have to keep positive during these times, and it's fixing to probably peak, and less cases are coming out. So you guys stay busy, stay active, keep putting stuff on YouTube so we can enjoy. And you know, I'm watching Pete 222 and this old Tony and Metal Shaper, and they're all back active. And Metal Shaper, I love to watch Brian because he is my idol as far as Jeep building. I'm, again, not a machinist. I like to watch Joe Pye and this old Tony and Pete 222. I could spend hours, but then I don't get nothing done. Sad to be. I need to be out here staying busy like them. Get the John Deere old tractors up and going because mowing season's here. And again, Quarantine Quickie number 4. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Give us your ideas, your thoughts, your comments. And we want to see, you know, all of us get back into happy spirits again. God bless. Come back and see us.